Hello, it's Joe. Welcome, everybody. Happiest of Tuesdays to you. I apologize for being a bit late today. I was on the phone trying to figure out my health insurance. Cerulean, welcome. It's good to see you. I tried switching my health insurance this year, which has resulted in being a bit of a headache, but I think this time I finally figured it out where I now am able to get the medication I need and at a place that isn't really far away, so that is good. I don't know why I'm messing with my washboard thimbles. For Dudenheimer, welcome. Olaf, TMK, a man named Beautiful. It's good to see you. It's been a little bit. I hope that you've been well. Yeah, outside of that, I'm doing pretty good. A little bit of a busy week, but busy with things I'm very grateful for. I got hired for another recording gig with a very quick turnaround. So I'm a little worried about, I'm not worried. I know I need to be diligent with myself, not in setting the time to do it. That part I'm good at. What I need to work on is deciding beforehand how many times or how many hours I'm going to allow myself to work on it. Whenever I take anything, I really try to give 150%. I try to give 200%. And it results in me burning out very quickly. So I know realistically I can get it done in 2.5 hours. So I just have to hold myself accountable to being this is the amount of time that you're going to work on it. And that's it. And then I teach tomorrow. I have a rehearsal tomorrow evening for a gig I took this Sunday. And I accepted 2 more gigs for early April. So it's going to be a busy time, but I've always wanted, to have a career full of gigs and just to be able to keep things going as a full-time musician. So I'm super grateful. I am still sniffling like crazy. We're in the height currently of pollen allergy season in Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm unfortunately just super receptive to it. I started losing my voice a little bit yesterday in stream, but I still want to keep our priority requests open as usual. And if at some point I feel like I can't sing, then I'll just opt to do something different. For Xaven, 6 months in advance, thank you so much. I'm sure you can see by the smile on my face, but I can't let you know enough, the reassurance and motivation it gives me when I see people continue to sub to the channel. It makes me want to push even more and be like, okay, you're getting that affirmation, just keep going. For TMK, welcome. Senzu, it's good to see you again. Jove. For Xaven, would you like... I never want to pick requests for people, but I know that you typically like your Destiny 2 track. Do you want me to play that for you, or would you like a different track today? And Jove with the tier 3 for 64 months. not only that really, really super important support that helps me so much, thank you, but also for all the help that you give as a moderator and as a friend. Thank you so much. Please let me know if I can play you something, Joe. Double block is welcome. Thank you. I was feeling kind of lazy today when getting ready, but dark green is my favorite color, so I want to put it on, put me in a good mood. For NGM, welcome. How are you? To get started today, I would like to do Yuna's Decision. This is one where I want to figure out the chord progression as well, because I feel like there's a really nice harmony line that would complement that chord progression. I am trying a different over-the-counter allergy medication, which I do think has been helpful. It does make me a little bit tired, but like I'd much rather just be a little bit tired and be a bit more comfortable than the other way around, you know. Yuna's Decision, Final Fantasy X. Oh, I still think it was there was elements of green on that St. Patty's Day dress, and I'm sticking to it. I've tried so many local honeys. I feel like that's not true, but I still tried it. I did try. And it stinks is like, of course, like I understand the increased price with it being like a small business owner product, but I've probably spent like $75 to $100 on local honeys just hoping that it will help, and it does not help. But I did have a lot of good honey around the house as a result, so, you know. Oh, Jove, I would love to do that. I was thinking about that song the other day. I love that one. So let's start with Yuna's Decision, and then I'll jump in with Destiny 2, and then I'll pick 2 other Joe picks and try and do Traveling with Friends for Jove. Oh, and we have a hype train. If you guys complete a level 5 hype train, I'll share with you my most recent embarrassing Google search. Very exciting. I feel like that song is such a hidden gem on that soundtrack. It's so pretty. So pretty. Since I have the Final Fantasy binder in front of me, I do want to do one more before I move on to the Destiny piece. And I'm feeling Titus's theme. Oh, after being on the phone trying to figure out my health insurance stuff for the last hour and a half, just playing a little violin sincerely made me so happy. I was feeling a little defeated for a moment, where I was like, man, I don't even know if I can stream today. And I was like, no, girl, you want to make things happen this year, so you need to get used to powering through things sometimes. I was just thinking about, but if I take off stream today, then I can start working on my freelance recording that's due. But again, when I was looking at the time frame of my schedule in the next few days, I'm like, if I can really hold myself accountable to just only allowing myself to work on this for 2.5 hours for the freelance assignment that I took, I will easily be able to get through things. And also for my rehearsal tomorrow, I know I can sight read the stuff. I'm only allowed to play through everything once before going through rehearsal. Since I am such an over-preparer, it's so hard for me to allow that to happen. But a mantra that I'm trying to hold myself accountable for this year is just reminding myself that I am ready to do things. I am ready to take this freelance thing and get it done without working too hard. I'm ready for the rehearsal. It's gonna work out. Thanks, guys. I feel bad kind of immediately venting. Let's do Titus's theme for AC. Thank you. Only if you believe in yourself too, okay? We can be accountability buddies. Kamira, welcome. How are you?
Welcome, Raiders. Thank you so much. How was your stream?
I always have to remind myself to take a breath before I go for that really high part at the end. For Grab a Danish, good to see you again. It also makes me think of Blitzball. I feel like this is kind of a bit of a polarizing subject. How do you guys feel about Blitzball for the Final Fantasy X enthusiasts in chat? Personally, I really resented Blitzball. And I'm so stubborn that I'm the type of gamer where whenever I would lose, I would load up my most recent save and just keep trying to do it. Like even that scene where you have to have Titus play against like his dad, I redid that like so many times. And I resented it so much. I was like, damn you, Blitzball. I just want to keep moving forward. Oh my goodness, really? Feelings. AC Studio, thank you for a brand new sub. I feel like that already made today feel so worth it for me. Don't get me wrong, you guys always and like all contribute to always making me feel like that. I just, as you could probably hear with my introduction on stream, I was having a bit of a stressful morning, but I feel a bit better now. I did not like it to begin with, but I grew to love it. Maybe I just gotta give it another shot then. For AC Studio, in case you would like, when you sub to the channel, you get to pick anything from the song list and I can play that for you. No pressure, but if you see anything on the song list, I put the link in chat for you. Feel free to copy and paste the title and put it in chat. Also, again, for Kate and Focus, now that I can properly say thank you. Thank you very much for the raid. What were you up to on your stream if you're still in chat? No offense taken if you're not, because I find myself running away from the computers often after I stream. Just to take off the headphones, and usually I put my face immediately in my cat's tummy who's laying downstairs. That's almost always the very first thing that I do. Speaking of our priority requests, we do have 2 to get started. Also, for Kamira, I hope that your day gets a bit better, or kind of patch or whatever you're going through. And I feel you, dude. I got myself all worked up this morning about my health insurance and how it might not cover the things that I need, and I was like, oh god, I picked the wrong one, and then being on the phone and trying to figure it out. A lot of hold time music was listened to. I do really appreciate the woman on the other side, though. You know how some people are like, you know, you always can judge someone based on how they treat like their waiter or something like that? I also feel that way about people on the phone, because like I know that a lot of the frustration on those phone calls is not anything to do with them. They're just doing their job. So in the past, I didn't need to today, but whenever I have gotten frustrated and it's audible in my voice, I will make a point to be like, just to be clear, this isn't at you. I'm just really frustrated with the situation, and like, you know, I feel for those who have to deal with that, you know. The only time I basically lost my temper on the phone was when years back I ordered myself a new mattress, which just needed to happen. It started to like sink in the middle, you know what I mean? And so I scheduled my delivery. I was really excited and scheduled to get the old mattress taken away. I said, bye-bye, old mattress. And then I was waiting in the time period for like, you know, they ask you to wait for like 3 hours or something. I'm waiting and it never showed up. And I was like, oh, for Charlie, thanks for the follow. And so I call on the phone, press like at least 30 numbers before I finally got to talk to someone in person. They're like, yep, they're on their delivery route and they'll be there in 2 stops. And I went, okay. So I waited and it never showed up. And then the next day came and I'm like, hey, like, you know, it didn't show up. And they're like, yes, we're so sorry about that. It will be there today. There's 6 stops in front of you. I was like, okay, then when's the delivery window? And they gave me a 4-hour stretch. I'm like, okay. So I stay at home and I wait for it. And it never showed up. And then the third day, they gave me another 4-hour delivery window. And I was like, I have to leave the house. I've been waiting at the house for this damn mattress for so long. And so my sweet friend who works from home offered to do work at my house so he could accept the delivery. And it never showed up. And I swear I talked to the same representative every time. I just slept on the couch because I didn't have a mattress. And I felt so bad for this poor man because I was just like, hi, I've been waiting like 3 days and I've been denying work to like be at home to accept the delivery as they won't leave it without me here. And I want to know when my mattress is gonna get here. And he was like, there's 3 stops ahead of you. And I was like, sir, I'm sorry, but you told me that for like 3 days. And I saw that you guys stopped delivering in an hour. Are they gonna deliver 3 deliveries before that hour's up? And he went, no. And I was like, so am I not gonna have a mattress again today? And he went, no. And this poor guy, I couldn't help it at that point because I was so frustrated and angry. Tears. I was just like, I know this isn't your fault, but this sucks so bad. I'm like, I just want to sleep in a bed again. Like, please, why are you doing this to me? And he was just like, ma'am, I'm so sorry. He's like, honestly, you are so right. This is so bad. And I was like, I know. This sucks so bad. And he was like, I am putting like a special mark on this to be a top priority to me tomorrow. I promise you. Like, okay. The next day it did arrive. But oh my God. That was the most passive aggressive I had been as I started to be pretty firm with him. I was like, you told me this 2 days ago. Is it going to be here? And then after the pause, no. I was like, why didn't you just tell me? Dude, come on. This sucks. But that was probably the most aggro I've been on the phone. But I still made it clear. Or I was like, dude, I know you're a middleman right now. But like, please. There has to be someone you could talk to, please. Yes, it was just like that emo combo. usually stop about here because it's like a 7-minute song. But I did get a good 4 minutes of music in there. Thank you, Xaven, for your continued support and encouragement through all of these years now. And it blows my mind that I can say that to so many of you guys. I really appreciate it. Is this another double dude day? For SE Reg, Superb Joe, hi, thank you. Welcome, how are you? Oblivion, thank you for 42 months, another multi-year. Thank you so much. For DP, please let me know if there's something I could play for you. I would love to. Also, Dr. Duff for the bits earlier. Thank you very much. Oh shoot, I was gonna say something. I'm trying to remember. Joe better train Kimchi to flip pages. Kimchi only knows how to destroy pages. Yesterday, I shared on stream that my cat had ran into my office and continued to bite and rip through a bunch of my tax paperwork that I worked really hard on. And I was like devastated. Oh, he's such an evil, lovely, beautiful boy. Uriel, it's so good to see you. How are you? Uriel, I believe I owe you a priority request. I feel like you asked for something and I wasn't able to play it for you. Or maybe the priority requests were closed, but either way, would you like a song today? He's stapling your pages. That's one way to view it. For Oblivion, I can totally do St. James Infirmary for you. Oh, for Double Dude, what I was gonna say is that makes me think of like that Nickelodeon show Double Dare. I am a 90s kid, so that era of Nickelodeon is like so near and dear to my heart. With like Stickly and the Angry Beavers and Rocco's Modern Life. Guts, oh my god, yes. What was that show called? Where like it was like comic book characters and they had like different skits and stuff. So you're 25, right? Nope. I'm old. I shouldn't say that because then it makes people maybe feel that way about their age, and that's not what I want to do. But no, I'm not 25. Oh, Peter, thank you. I saw that you asked for Lumiere, right? I can totally do that for you. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you were here yesterday when I said it, Peter, but I finally finished Expedition 33 2 days ago. And I won't give any spoilers. But that game, I'm not one, obviously, where it's hard to make me cry. Especially with good storytelling or like a good piece of music, I'm very empathetic and I feel like it like touches me. That game not only made me cry, I like audibly cried, where I made, you know, those noises you make when you're really crying, where you're like, ugh. I was doing that. It was like, oh my gosh, I had so many feelings. That game does things, just the music makes me cry immediately. Like, I'm nervous to play this music ever again from the game because I ugly cried over the game. And I'm like, I might ugly cry when I play through this, but I'm going to try not to. After this one, I will do St. James Infirmary for Oblivion and Traveling with Friends for Jove. And those will be loop performances for anyone who's new, by the way. We've had some new people come in. Welcome. Thank you so much for giving me a chance. My name is Joe, and I play over video game soundtracks. I listen to them and I write out the music myself. So that means that I'm always adding new things to the song list. Dan, thank you. Oh, now the hype train has started. I thought it was already starting. Or did I just see that wrong? Oh yeah, you kept it alive. Thank you, Dan. And if we complete a level 5 hype train, Then I will share with you my most recent embarrassing Google search. One night I was curious to see what I was Googling, and I was laughing out loud and was like, these are embarrassing. Maybe my chat would like to hear them. Oh, it never kicked off. Thank you, Jove. I got overzealous, I suppose. All right, hopefully I won't cry. Oh, for Cerulean Surfer. So those who don't know on Twitch, I've been multi-streaming the stream onto YouTube for a bit now. On Twitch, they have these things called hype trains where when people donate to the stream to help support it and keep it running, if it happens a lot at once, then they have a hype train, and it's an exciting moment where it tries to encourage people to like support their favorite streamers. But I don't think YouTube has anything like that. All right, put your bets now if I'm gonna cry doing this, because this game tugged at my heart so bad, and I would do it over again 1,000,000 times.
Dim, dam, da, di, lam, vacarme s'en va dans l'oubli éternel. Et Gustave, dom guardiam, didim, dididididam, lutesseram, dodidam, seram. Dim, dim, da, 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 dim, da, 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 dim, da, di, dam. Dim, dim, da, 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 dim, da, 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 dim, da, di, dam. Dans là sera ravi, les toits à sur noir briller fera. Clair, obscur, double de rature, courera effet. Clair, obscur, bordé aux peintures, trouvera sans elle. Clair, obscur, double de rature, trouvera effet. Clair, obscur, bordé aux peintures, trouvera sans elle. Oh,
I just finished this game on Sunday,
obscur,
and my heart hurts so bad.
bleuras-tu, clair, obscur, guardé aux peintures. Clair, obscur, troublé de rature, courera effet. Clair, obscur, guardé aux peintures, trouvera sans elle. Clair, obscur, trouble de rature, trouvera effet. Clair, obscur, guardé aux peintures, trouvera sans elle.
I'm really embarrassed to like almost be crying when raiders come in. I was saying I just finished this game on Sunday, and it just like, oh my God, it touched me so deeply. I'm sorry. I'm a softie. Thank you so much for Vogelsang Music. I gotta make sure to give you a follow. I agree. Musicians for musicians. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Welcome, Raiders. My name is Joe, and I play on video game soundtracks because that's my favorite music to listen to. I listen to them and I write out the music myself, so I'm always adding new things to it. This week I added some really beautiful pieces from Genshin Impact and Xenoblade Chronicles. I also perform loops and sing on top of them for covers, where I play the guitar, the banjo, the piano, the bass, a little accordion, and the washboard. But yeah, this game is such an experience, and I really can't recommend it enough. But I feel like another reason why it just like absolutely tugs on my heart so much is after watching some interviews, like especially the composer of the game, so many people on that team like were newer to the industry or brand new. I guess the person who wrote the story was initially auditioned to be one of the voice actors for it, and they saw her writing and was like, "You're amazing, like you should help us write the story." And the composer they found on, I think, SoundCloud, and he was a music teacher. And I don't want to cry. It's just like so inspiring, and to see what people are capable of if they're given a chance, and if you're working with people who are equally as passionate as you are. And it just touches me very deeply, and it really has given me some new motivation this year. The developers put so much heart in it, and it's such a small team, just an amazing what they achieve. I 100% agree. The story of this team coming together is a beautifully human story, and it's also, again, just like, it's so easy to feel like stories like that aren't possible anymore with, like, you know, just how fast things are moving towards the future, and seeing that magic still exists, like, it's just really beautiful and so inspiring. For Scotty, welcome, and so great. They really killed it at the Game Awards. Great that they got the props for their work again. I actually just started doing a transcription of the string parts in that epic piece they performed at the Game Awards. It's like Renoir's second battle theme. So I'm really excited to add that to the song list next week. And it's probably going to make me cry when I play for it the first time. The first time I played over Alicia, I was like wrecked. Oh, even just thinking about it. Ugh. Thank you so much, everybody. Oh, that's what it's called. Yes, the Una Vie songs. I know I said that wrong, incorrectly. I apologize. Those who followed from our new friend Vogelsang Music in their raid, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I do have some priority requests to get to. The way I do song requests here is I ask that in exchange for a song, if you do anything to help me remain a full-time musician, then I'll play anything from the song list. So that's if you sub to the channel or gift a sub, give bits or donate. But even if there's no priority requests, I still play music the whole stream. So any support is just really appreciated. So I have a priority request for our first loop of the day, which is going to be St. James Infirmary. Imagine if Joe sat in dead silence until Adono arrives. I've seen like YouTubers or streamers that have done that before. It's very effective, but I And I see the humor in it too, of course, but I'm too much of a softie. I couldn't be a statue like that. And I'm a big old people pleaser on top of that. I don't know if I ever wrote the chords out for this. I think I just know how it goes. I've been kind of like on a mission lately to take everything I learned this past year and make that be, and make that like a priority moving forward. So if I can show you before I do the first loop of the day, every stream I've been trying to pick something for me to add to a themed stream. So the next themed stream that I wanted to do is a Fallout theme, where I have a cosplay of the Vault Tech suit, and I'm going to wear that and do all old time arrangements of songs. So far I picked 2, and I've always enjoyed doing this cover, but I thought that I would, I felt like there was something more I could do with it. So yesterday I covered People Are Strange as a loop, where I looped guitar, bass, percussion, the accordion, and strings. And I learned a different bass line for it to have 2 options of the verse. And I changed my banjo part, which I like a lot better. Bye for the gentleman. And then here's the second verse version. And then I could harmonize that with the violin. I want to use everything that I've learned this past year on my instruments and also with looping, and not become complacent and just make them better. So that's been my goal as of late, to implement everything that I've learned and also have more like events on stream, because you guys seem to enjoy our last themed event, which was a Celtic Fiddle Day for St. Patty's Day. And I had a huge playlist of fiddle songs featured in video games, and I learned traditional Celtic loops. And I want to do more of that stuff because it's fun, and I feel like it helps me zero in on something, you know what I mean? After a long day, I wish you a good day. I'm really tired. See you, greetings from Germany. Thank you so much for dropping in for rep. Thank you, everybody. I felt like even by taking the time to revisit this song, I feel like I understand a bass line better because I learned more of this moving kind of line. Wait, that's just drums. Where did my bass go? Oh, it only lets me solo one thing at a time, of course. But anyway, I feel like by taking this extra little bit of time, I'm getting better and more competent with my instruments, and having some new ideas, you know? And that's very important for me. So as I get ready for our first loop from scratch today, I thought I saw a question in chat that I wanted to answer. Let me see here. Also, Cerulean, thank you so much for your super chat over on YouTube. Thank you. This support is really appreciative. In the about section of the video, it should have my song lists, and if you see anything you'd like to hear, I just copy and paste the title in chat for me. But I appreciate your support so much. Thank you. Do you not know what to ask? Just what do you like to do? What do I like to do? Well, I definitely love video games, which is why it's a big part of my song list. And I love transcribing. So every day I sit down and I write out sheet music, and it's one of my favorite things to do. So I look for new game soundtracks, and then when I find a song that I think would be good for stream, I write out the music to it and try to make like an arrangement for it for looping. And it just brings me so much joy to see these binders grow. I have over 9 binders now. and they're like pretty jam-packed. Not all of them, but they will be. And outside of that, I feel like I have a hard time sitting still, so I like anything like crafty. I like things where I can work with my hands. So I recently learned how to knit. I really, really enjoy knitting. I love crafting, sewing, little things like that. Flexing her binders again. I can't help it. I love my binders. They make me so happy. So I'm just preparing our loop template for Oblivion's loop. I'm going to try to have everything remain open today. Just a disclaimer, I'm having really bad pollen allergies. I'm totally safe and healthy. Everything's fine. But it results in me having a very scratchy voice and potentially losing it at times. I live in one of the worst states in the country for pollen allergies, and it's the height of the season. But I want to give it my best go to still be able to, you know, do all the singing songs today. Welcome, Foodie. How are you doing today in Gypsy Highway? I'm trying to think of any other things I like to do. One thing I really miss doing is I got into running a fair bit. But I ended up spraining my ankle at the top of the year, so I haven't been able to do really any exercise for a bit, which has been a bit disheartening, but it's only going to get better faster if I let it heal. But I do miss that. I miss being able to go to the gym and stuff. Hopefully soon. Yeah, I can totally do Mr. Tillman again. We love Mr. Tillman. You know, we're actually just about to hit our first hour here. Would you guys mind if I took my first break? I take a break at the top of each hour, and we're about to hit 1 hour, so I kind of want to just knock my first break out. Every hour I take a few minutes, and just make sure I'm hydrated and ready to go for our first singing song today. And then I will get right into our loops for the day. Other things I wanted to maybe try and do. I almost completed learning a new Celtic fiddle tune, and I kind of want to try and finish learning the B section with you guys. I've had a goal to try and learn like at least an hour and a half to 2 hours of Celtic music and start getting gigs around town for it. So I've been building my Celtic binder. This one's new, so it's not as filled up, obviously, as I'd like. But for like 1 week of work, I've learned 15 tunes. And I wrote harmonies and the guitar chords so I can get one of my guitar playing friends to do the gig with me if they're into it. Hey, Full Sun, welcome. How are you today? Now, I am going to take my first quick break. I will be back in a few minutes. I'm just gonna make sure to have some water and blow my nose, get these pollen allergies out, and sing our first song for today. Thank you, everybody, so much. And if you're enjoying this stream, I hope you consider following. I stream 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And I really appreciate you. So I will be back real quick, I promise. Thank you. Betty, for letting me take a quick break. I'm really enjoying this background music. I'm gonna add this to my playlist to transcribe. With pieces like this one, sometimes it can be tricky for me to write a violin line for it. Like, I try to alternate between the lead line, of course, but also find where to trade things off to, like, better understand the piece and how it's put together so I can write my own. Okay. So for our loop, our first one of the day, we're going to be doing St. James Infirmary. I have some samples of like of snare drum accents that have like a very jazz feel to it. So I'm just going to pick one of these and add my own percussion on top of that. Don't worry, I can change the tempo of them so I can speed it up. I like this one. Okay, so now what I need to do is set the tempo within my project. I went down to St. James Infirmary. Saw my baby there. She was laid out on a cold white table. I feel like I should push the tempo a bit with this because it's easy to get trapped into like making it a bit too slow. For music and composing on YouTube, welcome. Hi Joe, I cannot resist. Quickly drop by wishing you a pleasant evening. I wish the same for you. Thank you so much. And I might speed it up even a little bit. Saw my baby there. He was laid out on a cold white table. So sweet, so young, so fair. I think that seems about right. All right, let's add our own percussion on top of that. That's my suitcase kick drum underneath the desk. Let's add a snare. And a wee bit of hi-hat. I have a feeling that the bell might be too loud. Let's check it out. do a G chord there. Sorry guys, I haven't done this song in a while. It should be I went down to St. James Parade, summer bay, bay. Got it. To make a new part because I used to play something, but I think I can do better.
just go straight up there. Okay.
Thank you, Ekums. Let's do a mandolin. It just needs a washboard. Then I'll be happy with it, I think. So sweet, so young, so fair. Let him go, God bless him. Bonked my knee. Oh, you know what I used to do is some old-timey backup vocals. Let's do that. Check 1, 2. Oh, my radio voice.
Check, there we go. It was down in old Joe's bar.
I feel like maybe the banjo and the mandolin line were super cool, but maybe what I should do is like have those be an instrumental section so it doesn't busy up the parts where I'm singing on top of it. Because that's what I ended up doing with what was the song I showed you earlier? People Are Strange, and I felt like that helped a lot. So, without a doubt, I think we can agree that this can go on the Fallout playlist that I'm planning. I'm going to do a full stream of like old-timey renditions of songs and wear my Vault Tech Fallout cosplay that I love oh so much. And I thought it would just be a fun opportunity to do a bunch of old-timey kind of stuff. Never find no one like me. Also, Ekums, thank you very, very much for the resub. Is it wrong that that makes me think of Ekans, the Pokemon? Ekans. Fun fact about myself. Every morning when I wake up and I start making my coffee, I wait by my coffee pot and I go, coughing. And I say coughing about 20 times as I enjoy my coffee in the morning. Coughing. So I owe Uriel, Tam Lin, and May Behind the Bar. Maybe I should try and order a coffee like that one day. I'll have one hot coffee. Having once been a barista, I think that would make me laugh. Worst case scenario is they'll just go, what? And I'll go, oh, I just want a hot coffee, please. But there's a chance there could be a victory in that. So I think for Tam Lin and May Behind the Bar, I want to push myself and try to play in time with a Bo-Ron track. I mentioned before, you could also ask for a hot cafefe. Doctors gave me permission to real coffee now. Hooray! Oh, are you going to get yourself a fancy cup? Whenever I get myself like a fancy coffee, I make it like such an event. I get really excited about it. Honestly, the only time I really remember when I was like really excited and like gonna go actively out to get a coffee, it was during quarantine time where I went to get, like, remember when you had to go through those like drive-through test centers and they would just reach their hand in your window and shove that thing up your nose? After that, I was like, I'm gonna treat myself because I did a thing that felt weird in my face holes, and I got myself a fancy October coffee. It's hard to make black coffee fancy. That's a good point, I guess. Unless you get like a certain type of bean. What's my favorite color? My favorite color is actually very close to what I'm wearing. I love like a forest green. Greens are my favorite color. But usually of the more like earthy variety. Like a lime green, I can appreciate, but I don't really want it near me. Personally. Let's see here. So I have an open loop template. Moss green. Yeah, like a nice moss forest green is my vibe. I feel like it helps me relax. Maybe I can ask your guys' opinion. I have this odd room in my house where like essentially downstairs I have like a combined kitchen, living room, and then the bed. And then up here I have my office and like this odd room upstairs when you're about to turn into this room. That's like a big square with a high ceiling. And I thought that room would be really good for acoustics. So here's my plan. I found someone who, one of my friends here in Nashville actually, and I was like, do you think you could help me build like a little corner stage in my house? They were like, yeah. So I'm going to build a little corner stage there and have it as a place to film videos and maybe do little house shows every so often. And maybe I could live stream them here on Twitch, and I can like show you guys my Nashville friends and like get to feature a bunch of different kinds of musicians. But it's such an odd room to figure out what to do with. A trampoline room, right? If only I was like an aerialist or something. And I don't know how to divide up the room. So I was thinking I could buy 2 different rugs, like different sizes to help divide it, if that makes sense. And I'm having trouble figuring out what would like actually be complimentary or too busy. But big productions ahead. I mean, we'll see how I do. 1 second. I was just getting a tempo for the fiddle tunes I'm about to play for Sir Uriel. Like at the bare minimum, I want it to be a no excuses, everything's ready for you to record a video, go and do that now area. But yeah, like, I mean, when it comes to doing what I'm doing for a career, it's so important to keep things fresh and like always challenge yourself to do new things and explore different aspects of it. And I know so many musicians after living here in Nashville for 13 years, and I've played with so many people, where I feel like there's a lot that I could explore if I just push myself out of my comfort zone a little bit more. And that was one of the ideas that I had. But I just really want to basically eliminate within myself the first sentence that stops me from moving forward, which is, "You're not ready." I just have to believe and tell myself, like, you're ready. Just don't try to prepare so much and just do it. Guest spot room. So I do technically have that. There's up here there's the office and then a little room there. And I actually have a Murphy bed, you know, the ones that like go up against the wall, so that it can still be used as a space. But yeah. For Will, welcome. How are you? How are you feeling? Are you feeling better? If Joe's not ready, no one's ready. No, I don't believe that. I just know for myself, like, as a way to try and manage my anxiety, I always try to be as prepared as I can. But at this point, it's holding me back. And I need to just start doing. I feel like this got altered. One sec, y'all. Oh. I'll do this one. I was getting a sample of a bodhrán, which is a traditional Celtic percussion instrument, so that I can play my fiddle on top of it. It doesn't want to drop into my Ableton project. There it goes. Right. Let's see how that worked. That's going to be a little fast. I'll slow it down a little bit. In other words of Yoda, do or not do, there's no try. That's exactly what I'm trying to train myself to do. But again, like even the St. Patty's Day stream we did gave me a lot of confidence in regards of being like, you know what, I am ready to start doing Celtic gigs again. I just need to make the set and start calling and just make it happen. I'm going to do whatever I can and remain a full-time musician no matter what. Even if it means I have to make myself a little uncomfortable. I can do it. I'm going to try doing this with a Celtic or like a fiddle bow hold. It's when you hold it a bit higher up here. Actually go a bit faster. Let's go a little faster. I should remind myself to put in a second reverb setting for fiddle tunes, because fiddle doesn't really need a lot of reverb. The reverb helps a lot with me blending into the orchestrated tracks that I play over for video game stuff. I should write that in my notebook before I forget. Oh, poop, I brought it downstairs. I just said poop. Adult woman, hello. I say poop when I'm frustrated. For Tenacious, welcome. Master Masquerade, welcome. It's good to see you. We got Dan and Danny back to back. I love seeing the double dance. We had double dude and double Dan today. I might have been a little overexcited with trying to make it faster. I had fun though. I enjoyed it. Honestly, this sounds like an excuse, but I am being serious. What messed me up the most was I was trying to think in my head of when to go, hup. I was like, oh, I got a hup. We're doing a fiddle piece. It's a perfect time to do hups. But I couldn't think about when to hup while playing all the notes. I got confused. Sounded like I had a little Appalachian flair. Yeah, I would say it's funny because like there is a world combining all these different types of fiddle. There's like Appalachian old time. That genre's super interesting. They use a lot of open tunings, which I'm not familiar with, but I'm learning. They tune their strings to fifths of whatever key you're playing in. So if you're playing in the key of G, the violin strings are tuned to G, D, G, D. If you're playing in the key of A, you tune them A, E, A, E. And what that does is it gives you a drone to play under it, like a bagpipe, the entire time. And that way it sounds really full. So a group of violins can play together without needing like a guitar necessarily. And there's less of that, I think, in Celtic and bluegrass. Bluegrass, you get to take a bit more liberties, depending on the jam. But I feel like in bluegrass, you are expected to do a lot more soloing and like taking a tune and then being like, all right, now make it flashier and more impressive. And then Celtic can also be that, but I feel like a lot of Celtic jams are a lot more like, hey, like let's all just play the tune and sit together and enjoy our time. Oh my god, Goosebag. If you tune them to Old MacDonald's E-I-E-I-O, need a 5-string for that one. So I still owe Jove Traveling with Friends. I kind of want to do like two, I think I want to do some video game songs for Der Pimpin' Pink. That is a fun name. Der Pimpin' Pink. Wait, so you're currently playing to over 270 people and you're afraid of going public. Now imagine a room full of 170 people. You're already public and doing a really good job. Thank you for saying that. I've recently been not looking at the view count. I found that I was putting my head in a really bad place. Like I check every so often, maybe if like I'm trying something new. I know. I didn't fully take it off, but I am trying to be better about like taking steps to be more comfortable on stream. But it's funny because like I've played a fair amount of larger stages. Like I've played some festivals when I would do a lot of like backup playing for other bands where there'd be like, you know, a big studio or a big festival outside and there's thousands of people. I get a little bit nervous, but not too much. The second I get off stage, I get extremely nervous. I feel like that sounds really cheesy, but when I'm on stage, I feel mostly focused on just how much I love the fact that I get to like play music and have people watching. But then when I get off stage and then have to talk to people, I immediately doubt myself, like immediately. Most famous band you've ever played with? I've never played like with anyone super famous necessarily. I got to record for some of the actors that were in that show, Nashville. I got to be on some of those tracks. And like a couple artists here and there. Some of the bands I've played with got to be a part of festivals with really big players. Like one of them, we got to be close in the lineup to Duran Duran, which was really excited. For a spool string, thank you. Yeah, same bill as Duran Duran, and like I've been on the same bills as a fair amount of artists, but never like played in those sets necessarily. But I've definitely been like in some circles that were pretty exciting for me. Let's see. What was I gonna do? Oh, that's so sick. I didn't know that about Carrie Ann. I mean, definitely well deserving. She's incredible and really, really sweet too. Since I just did some Celtic songs, maybe I'll do some like of the fiddle playlists that I didn't get to do too much of on St. Paddy's Day. Because I learned some newer fiddle songs that are really fun. I think I'll do that. And then we will do Traveling in Friends for Jove. All right, cool. Let's see which one I want to do. Gonna move downstairs. Studio's getting too warm. It's starting to heat up here in Nashville as well. Hey, old blues man. Just join and hear that juicy info. How cool. I do like your show for a cover on YouTube. Thank you. I feel so like attached to that video. I tried to film that over the course of 4 different days, and just getting the confidence to look confident on camera was really hard for me. Anytime I have to do a shot for a video where I'm not holding an instrument, I am so scared. I was terrified of trying to get that. I saw how I wanted the video to be, and it would be me having a single vocal shot, but oh my god, it was so scary. The dog you really got to dread is the one that howls inside your head. It's him whose howling drives men and a mind to its undoing. I think I smell what you're stepping in there and can relate to that. Thank you for Old Blues Man. I want to return to that YouTube channel and start making more content again. I've been recording a bit every day, and yeah, I'm really determined. Any clue what that's from? I don't know. I don't know. I want to catch up with what Tripp said too. High school orchestra teacher was all embarrassing. She didn't go to senior prom because she was playing with the Moody Blues and stuff. That's awesome. Hadestown Broadway show. I've heard of that show, but I haven't seen it. And I do love me a good musical. One funny story, and then I'll continue to play for y'all. I did musical theater from like elementary school all the way through college. And I remember my high school wanted to do the Broadway musical Urinetown. Yes, there is a musical called Urinetown. But the town overrode the decision because they didn't, every like year before the performance, they put up this big banner with the name of the musical. And they were like, you can't put up a banner that says Urinetown. Just to be clear, not spelled you're in town. The musical is called Urinetown. So that's why we were unable to do Urinetown, the musical. I still have no idea what that musical is about. I'm very curious. I left with more questions than answers. Alrighty. Before I move on to our next set here, I'm going to take my second break. I might be taking breaks a little under that hour break that I typically try to wait for, just until allergy season's over. I just kind of need a break and refreshing. But I really appreciate you guys being sweet and understanding of kind of this little chapter, and I really appreciate you. One question: if you're nervous off stage but not nervous when you are in the element playing your music, then I ask you, in which scenario are you actually yourself? I think it's in the moment. You're truly in your element playing your instrument, so live life in your element when you're truly yourself. That's good advice. I feel like both parts are me. Like, as much as my shyness, I do feel like holds me back in some ways, I do think it's a part of my personality when I meet people. It's a balance, I guess, right? Oh, I have to sneeze, but I said I have to sneeze, so now it's not gonna happen. Oh, God. Pollen, you plague my nostrils. Okay, I'm gonna take a break and try and get this sneeze out of my face. And then when I get back, let's do a couple Celtic tunes, and then I'll play our loop for Jove. Thank you, everybody. Sorry I sound like scratchy, whatever you would call this. Oh, thanks for Pipenna for the follow. Thank you. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I unfortunately could not sneeze, so it's just forever in my face. That's okay. I am one of those people that when I see sunlight, it makes me sneeze, so I tried that. It didn't work. Someone told me once that that's a hereditary thing. I don't know if that's true or not, though. Okay, so since we just did a lovely little Celtic moment, I'm gonna do 2 Celtic-inspired pieces featured in video games, and then Traveling with Friends for Jove. Free the sneeze. I'm going to start with a really lovely piece called Homecoming to Port from Genshin Impact. That one was a little rough at the last note there. I hope you guys have okay ears after that. Okay, let's do one more and then our request for Jove. Kimchi just walked into the room and he's currently attacking my bathroom's shower curtain. Please have supportive thoughts for my poor shower curtain. The Ever boy. Let's do this one. This one's a bit more upbeat, and I feel like it kind of matches the theme we're going into with traveling with friends. Uh-oh. Hi, Kimchi. Do you want to say hi to everybody? Okay, he'll come on his own time, we'll see. Kimberly, you kind of smell like poop. No? Okay, you're good. But you did just jump on the keyboard like 4 times. So I must close the door and you are not allowed in the room anymore, okay? I really want you to. That's why I bought your cat bed over there. And otherwise, I let you shred the bathroom curtain. I really want you to be in here, but I can't stream if you keep jumping on the keyboard, okay? I know it's very sad, and I'm very sorry, but I must evacuate you from the room, okay? But I will hang out with you after, and we can play Donkey Kong Bonanza together. Oh, you just burped in my face. Smells like Rachel Ray's cat food. Very good. But we must leave now, okay? I'm gonna put you in the hallway, sweetheart. I'll hang out with you later, okay? Kimchi says bye-bye. Bye-bye. I keep having to find new kimchi barriers to put up. Because the new one now is he knows that if he jumps on here, I'm going to kick him out of the room. So he tries to run and hide behind the bed, and then I can't get him. And I have to safely put down my violin in order to grab him, which he knows now is a perfect loophole because he can just like jump quickly and then immediately sprint behind there. So I gotta block behind the bed so he... Oh God. I love him. But he can be very evil, which is why we have the evil emote. Well, let me do one more because you kind of ruined that one. And then I'll do Joe's request. He's dangerously smart. Most of you guys already know this, but he successfully 2 times now has been able to turn off all the power in this room and kill midstream everything. Yes, he put his paw perfectly on the power button of the power strip where everything's plugged in. Kimchi needs a better lawyer, right? Oh, I forgot I learned this one. Let's do this. It's one of the newer transcriptions I did. It's called Drifting into a Dream. Oh. I can't allow myself to think of a world with him having opposable thumbs. It's too scary. It's too much potential for evil. This is a good example of a song that I was worried adding to the song list. So it's like, I don't know if this one is like too stripped down and like not exciting enough, but I just feel so relaxed when I hear that song. I think it's really nice. moving forward, we are going to do Joe's request for Traveling with Friends. This is arguably my favorite song from Dragon Quest, other than, oh, what's that song? Da da dun 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 da 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 dun dun da 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 do 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 do. I can't remember what it's called. For Joshua, thank you. The encouragement, it helps me kind of figure out what people want to have on the stream, you know? So this one I'm going to try to do a loop of. I just wanted to see what the percussion was doing. I'll leave this running while I get my sheet music that I typed up for it. So definitely Tambo. Dan, thank you. You are so supportive and it just means so much to me. Thank you. Could I play you something? Thank you for Derpimpin Pink, and also for all of your positivity in chat today. You've been really encouraging, and I really appreciate it. Oh, for Dan, you donated saying you gotta go, and then I was like, can I play you something? Thank you, Dan. I really appreciate you. Thank you. The ending of this is cute. Ready? Lovely. Okay. So there's not a lot of percussion to go off of, which means I got to make up my own. I think I've usually tried to play this all as like one long loop, but I might separate the first and second section. Oh, I unplugged myself. So whenever I'm making up drums, I want to think about where the accents of the melody are. I should go up an octave for that part. See, thank you. So dun 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 could be the kick. Da 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 do 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 do. Tempo set. Sorry, I realized that the mic wasn't on, so you couldn't hear me. I like the last one because there was a variation in the volume. Z says, almost 4 years is crazy. It's been fun watching you and the channel grow. Thank you, Z. I really appreciate you. And please let me know if I can play something for you. It's Lazuli. Welcome back. How are you today? What else do I want to add? Let's add hi-hat. So I'm going to divide this, oopsie, in 2 sections. And I want the first part to be pretty stripped down like this. And then to have more energy in the second section. So I'm actually going to only use the hi-hat for the B section. And let's add washboard for the second half of that. I remember, I think. Okay, I think I got it. So it would be, I think I got it. I can't do this. I know I can do it. I know what to do. I know what to do. Let's, what should I do next? I think I'll do the violins. Okay, thank you so much for the reset. Thank you. melody for that line with the accordion. So it's G, C, D, E, F, G. Or maybe I could do the mandolin. Welcome, guys. Sorry to not be able to say hi earlier. I was just trying to get that little mandolin line. Hey, Mrs. I've been away for a while, and now I watch your streams and I can see your growth. Thank you. This one, I kind of fumbled my way through, but I feel like we kind of got there in the end. I was gonna just do one more violin line probably and then call it with this one. But for Ray, thank you very, very much for the raid. How was your, or you said you got a raid and run. Totally do that. I hope you had a wonderful stream, and I really appreciate the raid. And welcome, raiders. My name's Joe. I play over video game soundtracks and I make loops playing lots of different instruments. I loop video game music and also covers and sing on top of them. And I hope you're having a nice day. Thanks for those who stuck around. Let's get a main violin line. So happy. It's so good to see you. So I learned a lot while making this one. I don't think I'm going to divide it in half like that, but I do want to make like a vamp section to go in between so that this loop has a bit more like transition between it. I like this section a lot better than the first part with how I did it. Or if I solo, I can just take the mandolin and guitar out there. There's potential here. I just gotta figure it out. Like, I wonder, even if I take out the main violin line here, I'll have to group all the lead instruments so I can pop them in and out, I think. Thanks for being patient with me through that one, y'all. I was kind of bumbling through it. But I'm excited to make that one a priority this week to tighten up. Whenever I find something on stream where like I wish where I'm like, oh, I wish that went better, I just make that my goal. For Iokane, thank you so much, by the way, for the Prime. I actually have been adding some more Dragon Quest stuff to Milady, the stream. Both with just loops and also for playing over the original tracks. But I think this one has a lot of potential. I'm going to try and make sure I have this tightened up by Thursday. I do have what's what I'm looking for? A freelance thing that I have to record tomorrow and a rehearsal tomorrow. So I don't know if I'll have it ready for Thursday. Wednesday is the day that I teach. And I got to finish that freelance recording, and then I have rehearsal in the evening for a Sunday gig. I quest all the dragons I can. That's a good way to be. I support this. How about I think it's on this computer. I just gotta find it. I did another Dragon Quest transcription that I don't think I printed yet. I think it's on here though. For Raisin, I finally figured out, I updated my setup, so now I can loop without a metronome, which means I can do the violin loops where I just do like only violin now. It took a lot of crying in YouTube videos, but I figured it out. We got there eventually. What is it called? The one that I learned. I might wrap it up, y'all, after I do this next one, because my voice is starting to go a little bit. I'm not sick or anything. I'm totally fine. I just have really bad pollen allergies, and we're in peak season right now. So I apologize for my sandpaper voice. The pollen has invaded my sinuses, and I'm angry. I'm so angry. I could have sworn I put it on this computer. If I just type new, I think it will come up. Let's see here. This is all the fiddle stuff that I was learning for y'all. Dun, dun. I guess I didn't put it on this computer yet. My apologies. Well, I might as well do another one. Alrighty. I would like to do next. Let's do some Bravely Default music. That always makes me happy. I'm gonna do one of the songs I didn't get to play for our St. Patrick's Day stream. I put together this big fiddle playlist, and one of them that I was gonna like start the whole thing with was Beneath the Hollow Moon. For IOKane, is it okay if I give you an IOU for your request? If you wanted one. Here we go. Here's the song I wanted. And I think I might wrap it up after this one, you guys. It's just my voice is starting to go a little bit. Dudenheimer, thank you so much for gifting a sub. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you're having a nice day. Since the requests are closed, is it okay if I gave you like an IOU for a different stream at any point in the future? And thank you for the follows from Westrock and Incline Futon. I really appreciate it, y'all. I wish I could keep going, but I'm kind of pushing myself a little hard. I ended up getting stuck on a really long phone call before stream, trying to work out my health insurance. And it's just it's been a day in that regard. So I really want to make sure I rest up before I get that freelance thing done tonight. I'm actually on the last 3 bags of Funyuns, believe it or not. I'm really excited to be able to have that after stream. The gift that keeps on giving. Thank you guys so much. I typically would go a bit longer. I just, ow. Got some things to get doing. Oh, are you trying to make a hype train happen? Because if that's the case, I have to play to the end of the hype train, of course. Pythagora, that is insane. Thank you. On a year 5. That gives me such a surge of emotion. You have no idea. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. For Olaf, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Let's see here. I'm just going to take a look at who's live for us to give a raid to. Thank you guys. I really, really appreciate it. I'm really determined to, for the next stream, have my format prepared for traveling with friends. Let's see. Do I know them? Let me just take a look and see who's live. I love this song. How about we send a raid on over to let's say hi to Danielle. I feel like I haven't seen her for a while. Oh, the hype train just started. I thought that would... Well, I guess I'll play to the end of the hype train. If you want stream slightly longer, then keep hype train alive. It's a ghost train. Wait, ghost train meaning do you guys see it? Because if no one sees it, then does it really count? If it falls in the woods, does anyone even know? Dudenheimer, thank you. Dudenheimer, do you want to pick a video game song? I probably won't do a loop for the hype train, but is there a song that you really like or a favorite game you might have? I really appreciate that. I selfishly want to do the Fascinating Flower Country. I gotta add some Secret of Mana. I feel like I'll end up making a loop of something from it at some point. have some believers in the hype train in chat. Thank you, Heavy Pedals, for the brand new Prime. And for Alan, it's good to see you. Thank you so much, Vampire, for the 40 resub. I really appreciate that. Do either of you guys have a favorite game? Because I might have some music for it. I realized I haven't played Vampire Killer for a while from Castlevania. I kind of want to do that with the hype train. I was just getting ready to wrap up stream, but I said I'll play for as long as this hype train goes. So you guys kept it going for another song. Castlevania time, baby. Heavy Pedals, enjoy lurking here, inspiring me to play again after a few years out. I believe in you. For what it's worth, I stopped playing violin for a few, like a handful of years myself, and then I picked it up again, and it was really, really tricky at first, but it's so worth it. I know you can do it if you really want to. That seems like an appropriate way to end our hype train. Thank you everybody so much. I apologize for being a little lower energy today. There's only going to be a short period of time where these allergies are just really getting to me. I feel like a baby complaining about it, but I just get some crazy hay fever from the pollen surge here in Nashville, Tennessee. But I will be back on Thursday. I stream 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And if you are new and enjoyed the stream, I hope you consider following and coming back and saying hi sometime. And I'm going to do my best to tidy up the corrections I've made this week. whenever I go through something and I realize that there's a way I could make it better, I try to fix it before the next stream. But we'll see if I can fit it in tomorrow, as it's just a bit of a busy day. Okay, Danny's still alive. Perfect. Oh my god, it's so bad. Oh. Like I was saying that, I was looking at the charts and, like they usually have, you know, like a dark red as like the danger very high level. They ended up putting a freaking new color above that as the count's so high today. It's purple, and it says instead of very high, it says extreme. I'm like, oh god, I'm so screwed. But after a few weeks, it will just keep getting a little bit easier. And I'm trying a new over-the-counter medication that I'm hoping might make it a little easier. But I'm gonna make me a cup of tea and rest up a little bit before I try and do some recording for some freelance stuff. Thank you everyone so much. If you enjoyed the stream, I hope you consider following, coming back sometime. Dudenheimer, thank you for encouraging that hype train at the end there. I really appreciate it. And yes, I am gonna be back on Thursday. I'm so out of it. I'm so sorry. I love y'all very much. I'll see you later.